The two other fallen Victorian Giants, they were involved in a bit of a shootout, Kane, yesterday at the MCG. It was the Blues who eventually prevailed, and you've been calling for a bit of emotion from David Teague, and we saw it.
I loved it. So I love this performance. Great rivalry, and we can speak to the way they went about it and the quality of Essendon and how significant it was. But what I did love seeing was, now that's not significant emotion from David Teague, but I saw it from the players. I think he's just got dry eyes there. He's not getting too excited. But I was most impressed with the players and a couple of efforts. So this McGovern on Hine, that is a fair hit. That is making a statement when the game is on the line. This is Owies in game number 2, kicking his third. So some emotion, some passion. I have not seen this from Carlton at all this year. Now, you wouldn't do this every week and it would lose, I guess, its shine after a while. But I saw a team willing to dig in when the game was on the line, show some emotion and win a significant game of footy to keep their season alive.
Yeah, I agree, Kane, and I think that they needed it because they'd lost to Port Adelaide and Brisbane, to me, where it showed that they aren't anywhere near to that level. Some will say they only lost by 4 goals, they only lost by 6 goals, but they never really were going to win. So I thought they had to beat a side around this part of the ladder, and I think Sam Walsh certainly helps that. And I know everyone knows this boy is good. He's been one of the hardest runners that the game has seen since he first entered the comp, and now he's becoming one of the toughest midfielders. So when you're one of the great runners and you're one of the toughest players in the comp, he's going to be very, very hard to stop. How do you try and... Kane, you're one of the great taggers. Yep. He's going to be very hard to shut down, isn't he?
Well, for him to do this and go inside, this is where I got it wrong on Sam Walsh. I didn't understand the toughness of this kid. So you can shut down the outside run. I'm waiting for a team to go after him, and I thought...
They'll have to now,
I thought Ben Rutten just gave him far too much latitude yesterday, and to let him run around, he's now gone past Cripps as their most important player. He was allowed to do that. What makes him difficult to stop is the point you speak to and his ability to go inside and win contested footy. So he's a Brownlow medal shot, Sam Walsh, been extraordinary.
And there was another big left footer running around. We haven't seen too many left footers dominate at the G like Harry McKay did since your day, Lloydie.
Well, I think with Harry is what I love about him and Walsh is get credit when you win a game. These two have been holding Carlton together this year, and there's a lot of teams not going well, and you ask, who are their beacons? Who's improved? Well, it's been McKay and Walsh all year, and it was great to see them influence the game. And Sam, you haven't been so sure about this guy, but surely you've come around to him now. Harry McKay, what had been your doubts in the past about him?
I don't think he was fit enough, personally. And I think he's gotten himself super fit and he's kicking goals now. I think you're being a little bit harsh on me. I was never as ensconced in him as a player, as a youngster, as many were, and he had low disposal numbers.
His trajectory's been good.
His trajectory's been good. Yep, absolutely.
I just think he's one that you build a side around. Hey, mate, you just build a side.
So it's sky the limit now for him, in your eyes?
Well, I remember saying it about Danaher at one stage, that this guy at one stage should be the best forward in the game. Joey has probably done it in fleeting moments, but for his body's probably let him down. I think Harry should be the best forward in the game for periods of his career. That's how good he should be.
The interesting contractual situation they find themselves in, Damo and the Blues. Because
what's he worth?
Cripps and McKay, both out of contract, and they'll both be asking for big money.
Yeah, and I think arguably McKay more than Cripps right now on the market. That's the one that will be going through the roof, and Cripps I think is coming down. As good as he was yesterday.
You think they'll offer Harry McKay more money than Paddy Cripps?
I think other clubs will.
Well,
yeah.
I agree with that. You would hate to see a situation where McKay is paid more than Cripps at Carlton because there needs to be a hierarchy like there has been at Geelong with Selden. I think it's similar at Richmond. He doesn't deserve from a respect point of view more than Cripps, but other clubs will come with bigger offers for McKay than they will for Cripps.
Yeah, but you can't be paying McKay more than Cripps.
Not at Carlton, can you?
No, probably not at Carlton, but I think I'm with Damo. He's probably more valuable. You can replace Cripps more so than you can replace Harry McKay.
Forwards always stick with the forwards.